What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Xbox needs to bring its games to PlayStation. I hate exclusivity, but that's not necessarily the case. In fact, the reason I say so is because I know many fans in the generation of these consoles don't realize that Microsoft loses up to $200 on every Xbox console sold. This is a report from Matthew Humphries from November 1, 2022. So this is not a long time thing. This is years after the Xbox Series X and S had been released that this report came out. Hence, when you look at the math, it makes a whole lot of sense that this is the way things should go. Now, I made sure that I put this up front because when you go on Twitter, you're going to see this conversation start to go all over the place with people saying, well, like the Crap Gamer here says, making fun of people who maybe have thousands of dollars of investment into a platform that they didn't need to get after getting lied to shouldn't be a thing. Nobody lied to you. They're changing their strategy. And the strategy needs to change because when they went and spent $70 billion on Activision and when they went ahead and spent $7 billion on Bethesda, they didn't ask you. They came in because they wanted to play, they wanted to compete, and they wanted to try and win. This is where a lot of people kind of get it, twisted, in my opinion. Because at the end of the day, a lot of folk don't necessarily want to see the mathematical reality here that, hey, even if Xbox sold 30 million more consoles, it will be 30 million times at least $100 in terms of losses per console sold. That is a lot of money to lose to hope that the person that's buying the console is eventually going to come back and then buy enough games, enough services to be able to recoup that money for you compared to the person just going ahead to make a purchase of a video game wherever they already are. This is the money-making strategy. Phil Spencer said, play the games anywhere you are, hence buy the game anywhere you are and save me the stress of having to lose $200 per console. Let's get into the math of this because I wanted to put this out there before anybody comes out here and tells me, like somebody else told me one time when I showed this article, they said, I don't care if they make a loss. I just want them to make me feel like I'm part of an ecosystem. Man, you need to get off the ecosystem. If you want Microsoft to be operating Xbox at a loss, you need to be gone so that we can actually have profits and get games out of that profit. If you get what I mean, this is how a fan should think. Because a fan is not necessarily just thinking about the short term or of your console point. Oh, my console's got this exclusive and your console doesn't have this exclusive. Sony is paying the price for that. That's why they're making 7 remasters of The Last of Us Part 7, Part 2, and they want to make another Uncharted remake game, according to the rumors. And then they're making you Spider-Man 1, and then Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, because these games are very expensive. They got to kind of cut it out. They got to spread it all out. So already, Microsoft looks at the PlayStation ecosystem as a sales market, and they're already testing it out, and it's already working with games like Minecraft, where they're selling chunks and chunks of copies of Minecraft on this ecosystem. They're selling chunks and chunks of copies of this game on the Nintendo platform. Why not throw Starfield on there if Starfield is able to net at least 5 million plus gamers on Steam, becoming one of the top selling or top grossing games on Steam? Why can it not be one of the top grossing games on PlayStation, especially in a year where PlayStation, which was last year, brought out only one game? Ladies and gentlemen, if we look at the PlayStation ecosystem right now, if we looked at the PlayStation Store, let's go over to the PlayStation Store while I'm on this stream because, some of you don't want to, well, not all of you, not ever, and I don't mean it in a, I'm just trying to say, let's test out your theories, right? Let's look at the games that are coming pretty soon for sale, and it doesn't really look like it's a strong offering. They're bringing out another Horizon game that's going to be landing on PC with another game called Horizon Call of the Mountain. Now I got to download a trial of this game. It's a VR game. If I don't have a VR headset. I'm not interested in that. Deals. What are the games that are coming pretty soon? Show me the games that they're going to be selling on PlayStation other than other publishers' games that are not necessarily games that, are going to be, churning out a lot of money. So it makes sense that they go on the PlayStation platform and say, since we have a bunch of IP, Let's put them out there for people so that they can pretty much just buy. There's no need for us sitting on all this IP and all this money, that money-making capability, so that we can pursue a negative $200 loss for each console we sell. Let us do the math. Let us do the math. I'm going to fire open a calculator for you guys here. So those of you that don't like numbers and those of you that love numbers, all of you will probably get the hang of this. So if I sell 10 million consoles, right? If I went ahead and I said, okay, 10 million consoles, right? And I lost $200 on each console, that is $2 billion in losses. That's a lot of loss. Oh my gosh. But I have to kind of wait for players to start buying $60 games. All those players to spend at least $200 a year for me to break even. And that $200 that they need to spend has to be on the Xbox ecosystem. So I have to actually lose money instantly, then wait another year to recoup, and then hope that I can start being profitable on them. Whereas if I sold 10 million copies of a video game, right? And I even sold it at the reduced rate average of $50. Now, this is me right here. Aha. I'm at a $5 billion profitability. Sorry, $500 million profitability. Doesn't that sound nice? Instantly, right out the box. Rather than have to wait a whole year. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is it, man. This is the number that you're looking for, or these are the numbers you're looking for. I don't know if I calculated that first one correctly. This calculator doesn't give me any break in transmission or whatnot. But I can't seem to understand why anybody would think that this is not a sound strategy from Microsoft, unless you want console points, and that's all you want to score. If you're looking at it from the metrics perspective, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Oh, and it's gonna go back and destroy the Xbox brand. Who says it will? Oh, people that have invested in Xbox, they're gonna feel lost. No, they won't. What are they gonna do? They're gonna go to PC. That's where you should have gone in the first place. I've been telling you on my videos, come to PC anyways. Then yeah, you're gonna basically see that what I've been saying makes sense. Or stay on Xbox, which makes sense too, because you want it to be on Xbox. That's your choice. You shouldn't have to buy. You should not be chasing the consoles for the exclusives. You should be chasing the consoles for your preference as the consumer. The publisher should not have to twist your arm for you to basically buy what you probably don't want to buy. And that's the paradigm that Xbox is coming with. Whether Sony likes it or not, they're in a tough spot. Whether they like it or not, they're going to eventually have to pivot strongly. And this is going to make them push them to come to PC. So at the end of the day, you're still going to be fine going on PC day one, because the delivery now with Xbox is now instant. 6 months? They're over there in their studios churning out another God of War game for 5 years. Xbox is like, hey, in 6 months, we'll get you like 3 games. How about that? Oh. Before they bring out their one title, a bunch of Xbox titles have already sold on PlayStation, making them, the console war is over, man. If you're over here maybe holding up some exclusive over the heads of somebody else, man, forget that old paradigm. It's done. Thanks for watching the video. Peace out.